At 6:30 a.m., Nana Gurabanitsa fetches the hot water, like she does every morning. The cow's udder has to be cleaned before milking. A little later, as well as the family's breakfast, she makes cheese. It requires a lot of patience. She can tell the cheese is ready when the consistency is just right. Everything here runs like clockwork, with no time for breaks.
As a housewife, I have a lot of work to do. I clean, make the food, milk the cows, and lots of other things. There's always something to do.
Nana Gurabanitsa is 60 and was a nurse for 30 years. She lives with her husband, son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren.
I always need hot water. I'm glad we have this system.
They received a solar-powered water heater from a local energy cooperative.
We saved up a bit of money and sold a few things. It was my husband who really wanted this. It's quite expensive, but it is manageable.
Was he trying to make her daily work easier?
I think it was mainly about saving electricity, but I can't say for sure. When we had the wood stove, he had to go out collecting firewood and make sure we had enough. So maybe that had a lot to do with it.
The cheese is ready. Nana Gurabanitsa is going to take it to the market. People here bring produce they grow or make at home, like vegetables, fruit, herbs, and cheese. Mrs. Nana has barely unpacked before a trader comes and buys the lot. Depending on the type of cheese, she pays between €1.50 and €2.50 a kilo.
You don't get much, but if you live frugally, you get by. We try to get by on it.
Lisa Bachilava is also in charge of the housework in her home, plus the farm and the grandchildren. She still heats water the traditional way on a wood-burning stove in the living room. She needs a lot of hot water and therefore a lot of wood. Her annual wood supply costs between 200 and 240 euros. In Georgia, average income is under 3,500 euros a year.
We save money so we can afford the wood, but sadly there are a lot of families who don't manage. We're doing better than some. We can pay for firewood. The poor families can't.
The men collect wood from high up in the forests of the Caucasus Mountains. They're still allowed to fell trees here. Gogite Hichlatze is 27. He comes here regularly. Gogita estimates that each and every house in his area consumes about 2 to 3 truckloads of wood every year.
If we cut down trees anywhere else, we could cause rock slides, which are dangerous for the residents.
The forest might seem lush, but deforestation is rife across Georgia. The number of trees being cut has to be limited to ensure long-term sustainability. Currently, over 12 times that number is being felled. The work of these two mechanics is helping to solve the problem. They're cutting solar panels. The machine dates back to World War II, but it still works. They're part of the energy cooperative. The systems they produce here should help to reduce wood burning and therefore carbon dioxide emissions. The cooperative has provided solar-powered water heaters to more than 100 homes in the village. Marietta Letodiani is a 39-year-old teacher and head of the energy cooperative. Its name means turn on the sun. The system is being installed here today.
Local residents know about the hot water systems, and they know that banks are providing loans for them. We don't have to go from door to door. People who are interested come to us.
Marietta has been using the system herself, and she's impressed.
Of course, I've had one at home for 3 years already. It's great. It saves money and makes the housework easier.
Nana Gurabanidze is back from the market, and the grandchildren are awake. Her son and daughter-in-law are at work, so she has to look after the children. No time for a break.
I'm 60 years old and I think my life is almost over. I'd do anything to give my children and grandchildren a better future. I hope they have a better life.
And hot water straight from the tap is a good place to start.